The way the situation is rapidly changing in the Middle East terrifies not only experienced experts and analysts, but also former and current military personnel, who understand the seriousness of the situation better than others. And this situation can lead to disastrous consequences for all mankind. Against the background of how Israel, in a fit of rage, is trying to destroy Hamas by carpet-bombing Palestinian cities, thereby increasing the number of civilian casualties, many countries of the world, including Muslim ones, have begun to show their discontent with what is happening, calling it all a real genocide. So, it seems that what is happening has forced Turkey to be the first to challenge Israel and the United States, and intervene in the conflict in the Middle East. It seems that Sultan Erdogan has thought it through thoroughly, and still decided to stand up for Palestine, since Turkey also has strategic interests in this region. Erdogan's decision to oppose the United States and Israel provoked anger in the European Union. Official Brussels directly stated that such actions by Turkey are unacceptable, and that Erdogan should follow his allied duties and stop supporting Hamas terrorists. Surprisingly, Erdogan did not even pay attention to such a boorish statement of the European Union, and to prove the seriousness of his intentions, he sent the flagship of the Turkish fleet, L-400 Anadolu, to the shores of Israel. It seems that the European Union has finally turned into a kind of decorative dog in the eyes of Turkey, which is not only not worth being afraid of, but also paying attention to. As for the Turkish flagship, it is a fairly powerful amphibious assault ship, equipped with various types of weapons, and if necessary, it can give a lot of headaches to both Israel and the United States. Most likely, Erdogan is conducting reconnaissance by combat. He is trying to understand and feel the reaction of Israel and the United States. It is obvious that Turkey will not be limited to sending one amphibious assault ship to the shores of Israel. Erdogan wants to create a kind of balance of power off the coast of the Middle East, so that the citizens of Palestine feel that they are not alone, and that certain forces will come to their aid if necessary. Moreover, the day before the Turkish flagship was sent to the shores of Israel, the Americans declared that they would not go to a direct confrontation not only with Iran but also with Palestine. This statement surprised many experts. Many were sure that the United States was preparing a lightning strike on Iran. This was indicated by many factors, including the concentration of a large number of American submarines in the Persian Gulf. However, apparently, at the last moment, the Americans abandoned their plans. Most likely, this was influenced by many factors, including threats not only from Muslim countries, but also from other countries of the world. Even Vladimir Putin's statement sobered up the American authorities. In particular, he said that U.S. aircraft carriers no longer scare anyone off the coast of the Middle East, since many countries in this region have different means to send these U.S. aircraft carriers to the bottom within a few minutes. And the fact that Erdogan has sent his warship to the shores of Israel indicates that he is not afraid of the United States, because he knows that there are certain forces behind him that can put Washington in its place if necessary. And it looks like these forces are starting to come out of the shadows, as Israel's actions in the Palestinian territory are becoming more vicious, turning the anti-terrorist operation against Hamas into a real massacre against the peaceful Palestinian population. And if this situation in the Middle East is not resolved soon, then the world will find itself on the verge of a real catastrophe, with the most terrible consequences for all mankind.